Okay, guys, so we're back with some analytical content. I haven't really done one of these in a while, and to be honest, it's one of my favorite things to do. I feel like they're just starting to flow more naturally, and they're just so much fun to do. It's going to be Santuccio versus Choi, and in this match, I felt like Santuccio was onto something, which he just kind of kept missing the mark at the beginning of the bout. And when you're fencing a fencer like just any of the Koreans, really, they're so technically proficient that anytime you make a mistake, it's a borderline instant punishment. Other than that, I will be going to Paris next week, and I'll be getting as a few interviews with some legends, such as probably Philippe Bois, and then my wife is coming, and being Japanese, I'm hoping that she can help me get some interviews with the Japanese team. So if you have any questions that you want for the Japanese team, let me know in the comments, because otherwise I'm just freestyling, because I'm going to be an absolute fanboy. Other than that, I hope you enjoy this, and have a good time. Thank you. All right, so let's look at the bout here. I'm gonna keep the sound muted because our observers. I'm not a fan of the FIE commentators, and their voices are far too distracting for all the wrong reasons. So let's have a look. This is a pretty good bout. We're gonna skip over the first minute, but just basically because they just it's basically a temperature check. They see if anyone's way too willing to go, and no one goes, obviously, right? Neither one of these people want to attack into each other unprepared, and they'll just take it. But otherwise, I was watching this match, and basically every time I really felt like Miss Santuccio was like so close to hitting and just missing, like right intention, just kind of missing. So the whole time, granted, Choi ends up getting a lead. I never counted Miss Santuccio out of the equation. Let's keep going forward. All right, so even this one here, I feel like she's kind of in the right. She's pushing. Opponent arm bent. Barely gets the 4. And then like even there, almost gets it. Right, so even from there, like I know how assertive she's being. And when you're a French grip, oh my god, getting pushed back there is not fun. Oh boy. All right. But look how there's just relentless pressure. Look at that. See, even there. Right, like when you try to do an attack, it was actually deadly close. But, right, still, the distance is decent. Almost gets hit. In my opinion, yeah. So to me, Santuccio is really just full committing. So here, even like granted, like this is barely hitting, right? Misses the first one, so right, she gets drawn out of distance, gets the opponent to miss. Very close on both sides. Grabs the parry. It's on. Look at that. It's just kind of funny actually. It's a little bit too wide. She parries nothing through no fault of her own, and gets in. But to me, the intention here is actually quite the intention is good, which is why it's relatively well executed. Like the intention is good with poor execution. So on that front, I feel like she should have had that point. So it's this is something in theory it's easy to fix. Next 6 I take, I'm just not going to go to the sky. And now we're just going to get more preps. But again, see same kind of tempo, like just pushing. Choi does not get the chance to really do much every time. There's a bit of waving, but every time Santuccio doesn't feel it, she just leaves the distance. But good bout nonetheless. Let's see. Like, see, this is scary. Like, you're retreating, and all of a sudden, you're just out of room. Ah. And see, this is what I mean, right? Parry. She beats it again. Wow. She really doesn't want the blade. Misses the riposte. And you can't even say she like really wasn't on her legs. Like she's just tip placement. And then here, well, you've got yourself in a scrappy situation. Coach knows it. So in my opinion, right, again, this is kind of like the equivalent, like she had right away in Epee, but just missed. And then again, same kind of, I don't know, for me, like as Choi, this is so relatable. There's some people who will just push you and you have no idea what to do. or you have some idea, but just your chances for execution are so slim that it's just so frightening. So now it looks like they're gonna go to the a minute break, which is cool. Now I have a feeling, right? If I was Choi, you need to find a way to absorb that pressure. However, I feel like you need to be able to stop her in the tracks. Like you need to be able to just, because as of right now, she is not commanding. But she, again, kind of clever. We'll see. Looking at that, it looks like the coach is really showing different lines. And let's see how they adapt. Right, I have a feeling it's probably going to be Santuccio just absolutely taking a one-way train to Choi's end of the strip. But like, notice this distance here, right? It's always go here, check the distance here. I don't feel it, I'm leaving. There it is. So this is the idea, right? Just enter the distance. Choi gets caught freaking out, stands up, does not get the chance for a remise, but look how she really holds it. Like when she has it, she does not let it go. This is very good self-control because a lot of people will just feel that, think they have it. She's making sure she has it and then goes for their post when she knows it. So this is, as a person on the receiving end of that hit, oh boy, that is. So let's see. Let's see how she baits it though, right? 'Cause to get that kind of blade, you need a reaction. Like you need a fully extend arm. So it kind of gives a huge six. When there's even a slight reaction, boom. Big invite into four. Holds it. She's trying to push through. Not happening. A lot of emotion here. Let's see how this keeps up. So again, like same kind of tempo, like Choi just getting pushed back. And like actually this was really nice. So look at this. Like look at all this tip threat. See like this is why Choi can't just attack and kind of blind disengage parries. Every once in a while it's like tip is on here. By the way, I'm looking. But yeah, like I like this. This is like patient yet active fencing. Oh, so again, the idea is good. She's kind of hesitating, and then what happens? So she really drops it. I like. This is a very next level angle. Like, let's show. Wait, where's my camera? Like, like the wrist is borderline like here. Well, not borderline. You can see it here. Well done. Right, so that's a really big way, like how a French grip, as soon as you hesitate, oh boy, I like you even, oh man, if you're even just hesitating, especially fencers like the Koreans who are so technically proficient, they will abuse any moment. Nice. This is a nice angle. I wish they had more of this. 4-4. Drops it. At this point, Choi is already on the forward motion. Really well done. Again, it's not like the hit from Choi is bad, is I think that Santuccio is like on the terms of intention is in the right, but in the execution a little bit off. This is something a lot of people don't do. Look how here right? She misses her prep, takes the parry, but just kind of takes a step back, right? A lot of time when you're setting up an attack, we get caught like on that pushing train, and then when something happens, we forget that we have a whole piece behind us. Very nice. Right, so if you're Choi here, like you really want to assert some kind of dominance, and we'll get into this later. Actually, I love these arm pumps. See, look, so it's show a little bit forward, and what that does is when you do a cutover, right? So you show a little bit forward, whatever parry's happening, you can just kind of ignore it all. Boom. Although here Santuccio just went straight, so it gets a double. Okay. Oh, wow. That was impressive. The 8 comes in. Oh my god. So this is just one of the best doubles you'll see in a while. Just really impressive for both sides. Like 9 out of 10 fencers either get nailed by the riposte or get nailed, like just don't even make it to the remise. Really well done. Unfortunately, the camera angle doesn't really show us the acrobatics, but ultimately just superb fencing. More pushing. Lots of pushing here. Look at that. It's like it's a lot of tip, tip, beat, tip, tip, beat. It's really hard to predict. Ooh, so like these attacks like this where there's a lot of push, not much release, and they're really direct. Against a French grip, that's a free double. At this point in a match, it's not a huge like 6-4. It just kind of you just do this. Let's keep going. So I think like just based on body language here, you gotta assume they want to go to break. And I think so, yeah. So here, what do you guys think? What? All right, let's do this. If you were put it in the comment. If what would you think is happening? If you were the coach of Santuccio, what would you say? If you were the coach to Choi, what would you say? Right? If I was Choi's coach, I'd be like you. Uh, well, there's two options. You either hold on to the lead, you look comfortable in the back, but you need to actually just assert yourself from the on guard. Try not to just back up right away. If you're Santuccio, I would tell her to just kind of release the distance, but then when you go, really commit. Don't give me any half actions. So Santuccio's going. Oh, okay. So she's a bit more retreating on the preps. Prep in out in out. This was good. Okay, so notice how she's not quite getting as close as she did earlier in the match. Beat, beat. So the granted, she obviously she's close to the end, but the progression inwards wasn't as just. It was more of a. It was more of a cautious approach, and then when she felt it, she took it. Ah, see, like she really, really rammed it in. might actually be the floor. It depends what the light is. Did they call floor? It's hard to say. It could be both. It depends which lights. Like, keep in mind, the lights we see on screen and the lights that we see, they're not always synchronized, so we don't always get the video doesn't always give the best like even those lights and those things here, they're not always synced up to the official box, so it's a little awkward. But it looks like it might be floor. Did they give it? It was floor, yeah, that's what I thought. And then, like, you can't really blame Miss Choi here, because it's like, you're in those moments, you think you hit the arm, you might have, like, doubtfully hit the foot, but you could have hit the arm on the way up, so can't take away anything. That was sick. So it's a bit more careful, then I got it done. And see how she really tightened her tip there, right? The arm is nowhere near as big. Or I guess I should say the hand, right? The progression inwards was big, but then when it was time to hit, it was just, instead of it was Hopefully my sound effects make sense to you guys. Fine, 6-6. 2 minutes. Santuccio's feeling the rhythm. You can kind of feel that. And Choi's having a bit of a panic problem. Looking a little bit more panicky. A little bit less calm. Oh, idea. Good. But you see, if Santuccio, like, hesitates even instantly, and it's like, this is the most respectful Kara I've ever seen, if any. Right, but like, with fencers that are so technically proficient like that, you cannot make a mistake, because the point will either... Thankfully here, the point was only denied. But she didn't get punished, like, with the... Oh, that was sick. Alright, let's see what that was. I think that was what we were talking about earlier. Yeah. We get a slow-mo. I feel like the original intention kind of missed. See, so you see how by putting that blade there, right now it doesn't matter. The only answer is this tip in the way. If there's any parry, here it even came late, and then she ended up bouncing off to... Wait, does she even... That's weird. Hard to say. So again, like, those machines aren't synced up. So it's possible... It looks like she actually hit around here. These machines are delayed to what the actual box that's like underneath is. So right, you see, with that pump, there was a slight hesitation, right? She goes from extending to, oh, I need to parry. And then she ends up getting hit. All right. Ooh, that was close. Just remember, when you're the one pushing, remember that you have to go back. This is a good theme to have. I believe Fabrice Janet was talking a lot about that in one of the bout reviews we did together. Oh, acrobatic. Oh, this is like textbook. Right, extend, get the extension, counter time. But you see how the action is still large, but the finish, right? You're getting a large action, but a small finish on the hand. Large, but then the hand is just fingers. Very well done. That's the one where she gets caught pushing. All right, see how that looks. She just gets too close, and then you can see like beat. The arm is big, right? But very nice. Don't forget to retreat. If I recall here, like this is the last minute. It's actually like the spiciest of minutes. So much action happens. Oh. Is this one of the first like more direct line changes? Obviously, like there's a minute left, she wants the point. It's one of the first times where we really see an actual deliberate change in this line by Miss Choi. And then remember, like this is awesome because I'm working on a toe hit video for you guys, and if you can hit the hand, you can hit the foot. And as soon as that distance gets in, like she doesn't even have to lunge. Boom, boom. You're there. So just remember that. So just you can learn something from this is if you can hit the hand, you can hit the foot. So imagine if you can lunge at someone's hand, you can lunge at their foot. Just see the pattern here. Obviously, you could be like, hey, well, do it again. It's pretty hard. But let's see. Notice all the pumps. Oh, so there. So you hit like this, huh? See, look at how much bigger the hand was for the finish. No chance. It was really big. Remember, stronger isn't always faster. Oh. So this is like a mix of opposition turn parry. But look at how look how her hand, or at least her tip, doesn't really waver too much. That's what she needs. So here, not nice. So this is Choi just letting her know that I know you're gonna push me, but I'm not gonna let you do it for free. Oh. So boom. So you go, right, she goes in. Right, they're pretty far. Relatively far. One step to the hand, goes in. Beat to scare. She knows she's too far. Like, if you're any kind of half-decent fencer, you know you're too far here. So she just instantly defaults, does it again. But look how tight that tip stays. Oh, well done. Again, these leaders are so polite. I love to see it. Not that they shouldn't be, but it's just nice to see that kind of sportsmanship. Also, like their choice, like no way. Please don't stop attacking me. Tries to pump. So the parry's a little late, but it's accompanied by a retreat. Thus, it hits. I think, right? If she doesn't retreat on this, no way. Hard to say. So goes in. Very close. Like if there's no backwards motion, I'd probably a double. Just good job. Now, yeah, they're gonna go into overtime. Now here, if I'm Choi, I don't want to be on the back of the strip. And then I remember I was watching this live, and I said I think Choi is gonna try to go forward, because if she just keeps going back, she's doomed. And this is literally, I think, like one of the first times in the bout where we see her pass her own line. Yeah. Really nice. Overall, this is like insanely good adaptation for Miss Santuccio. And by no means bad fencing from by Choi here. It's just honestly, it's just a good bout. So let me know what you guys think. This is our. I actually think this is the first time I did women's epee. Like, anyways, definitely unconsciously. And then what do you guys think? Like sometimes I feel like anyway, like I let them have their moment. Like the referees are always so like quick to stop the cheering. Anyway, so like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next video.